Cut Nazari out. You talking about ISBK?
ISBK, man, he killed it, man. He killed it. He was battling a white Christian, man. I mean, he smoked them, man.
Where all my scamming ass niggas at? Getting your go, y'all back. Boy, that money sure went up ever since we start putting in white people in the school. Hey, shalom, brother. Shalom. All praises. All praises,
brother. I can't complain, brother.
How can I help you?
Bro, I was just looking at this video on YouTube. Man, Captain Tazariak, man, he was smoking this Kemet dude, man.
Captain Tazariak. You talking about ISBK?
ISBK, man, he killed it, man. He killed it. He was battling a white Christian, man. I mean, he smoked them, man. It's just like the wisdom this brother got, man.
ISBK, brother. Let me tell you something. ISBK ain't got the truth, brother. They teach that salvation is only for blacks and Hispanics. Come on now. Come on. You think God like that?
If it's for everybody, then what's the point of having a chosen people of God?
Brother, you crazy. Just say it. My wife's calling. Shalom, wife.
Hi, my king, my lord, my master. Can I talk to you for a minute?
You may.
Okay, so I already cleaned the house. I already fed the children. I scrubbed the floors with the toothbrush like you wanted.
All praises.
I just forgot to make your dinner.
Can you repeat that?
I didn't make you your dinner.
But why would you say that though? Why would you want that to happen? Why would you want me to go to your house and beat you to a pulp until you fall asleep, get some ice, wake you back up with ice water, and then put you back to sleep? Why did you just say that? Why would you want me to do that?
I didn't say that. I just said I didn't make your dinner.
So you said that you said that you want me to go to the house, beat you in front of the children, wake you up, beat you again, go find your mother, and beat them too.
I didn't say that. I just said I didn't make you dinner.
I don't know why you are making these why would you want me to do something? That is just, there's something wrong with you in your mind why you would want me to go to the house and impale you. Why do you want me to do this?
Okay, I'm gonna make your dinner right now, King.
I could have sworn that's what I thought you said. See, something wrong with my ears. I could have sworn you were saying that other stuff. I thought you said that. Okay.
Okay, my king. May all your days in the truth be long, and may God bless you.
Bitch, fuck the truth, fuck the Israelites, and fuck God. As you were saying, brother.
Brother, I was just thinking that, maybe I could. I was thinking I would join the ISBK.
But why would you want me to do something like that?
What are you talking about?
Why would you say something like that? Why would you want me to go to your mother's house and tie her and the children up and put them in the basement?
I didn't say that.
That's exactly what you just said just now, brother. But why would you want me to do that? Why you got to tell me to do that? I didn't ask for this.
That's not what
so you said you want me to go to your mother's house, tie her up, tie all of your cousins up, and the children. You said go down and go to your mother's house, tie her up.
I didn't say that.
Tie everyone up in the house, put them in the basement,
I didn't say that.
Belligerently torture them for hours and hours and hours and hours.
I didn't say that.
You didn't say that. You just said that.
That's not
Wait a minute, go take the organs out. This is what you talking about.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
So what exactly are you saying, brother?
What I'm saying is, I want to be a part of Genesis.
That's exactly what I thought you said.
Can I go now?
You bled them out. You killed them by the tens of thousands, and you still kill them. You still point. Let me get back to the point. Fucking California belongs to the Mexicans. So what the fuck are you talking about legal and illegal Mexicans? It's their fucking land. You stole it from them. You murdered them. You bled them out. You killed them by the tens of thousands, and you still kill them, incarcerate them. You still sending drugs into their neighborhood. You're still doing all kind of undercover work to destroy their way. Let me get back to the point. Fucking California belongs to the Mexicans. So what the fuck are you talking about?
Nosotros somos escuela israelita, conocimiento plato, sal.
Power of manifesting. If you already understood this as destruction.
Tú eres un hombre hispano, negro, indio nativo. Tu lugar es aquí con nosotros. Nosotros somos tu verdadera familia. Deja de seguir la costumbre de nuestros opresores y toda otra maldita nación. Tú eres Israel. Nosotros somos la escuela israelita de conocimiento práctico universal. Órale.
Shalom, Lord Christ. Can y'all hear me?
I can hear you.
Most High in Christ, Most High in Christ. Oh, so like Officer Lahab, Officer Commandant, can y'all hear me?
Lord Christ, I can hear you fine.
Most High in Christ. Oh, it's getting reverb. Right.
I think it's good now, right?
Okay. All right, what's going down, Israel? What's going down? Rasa, you're tuned into another episode of the Inconvenient Truth. Of course, I'm here with the Adawanyam. Of course, it's always an honor and a pleasure to have these brothers on the show with me, man. I'll go by order. First with me, I got Mighty Precinct Officer 5000, Officer Lahab. Of course, also got with me, and once again, it's a pleasure to have you on the show, sir. Officer 5000, Kasar Pakad. What's going down, sir? And of course, Mighty Precinct Officer 5000, the Camarada Kamada. And I myself and Officer 1000, Malakma, all of us reporting live from the West Coast from California. Officer Kasar Pakad, from Northern California, right? What area are you from, sir?
Northern California, Bay Area. Yep.
Cool. Okay, Most High in Christ. And of course, I myself and Officer Commandant, Officer Lahab, we're out of Southern California, Los Angeles area, man. So what's going down, man? This is another episode. As you see tonight's show, I titled it, Who Stole Mexican Food? Gentrification, Cultural Appropriation, and the Oppression of Mexicans. Now, I'm sure a lot of y'all have ever heard the expression, right? They hate our culture but love our food.
Yeah, carnal. Our food, this is one of the things that our food, I think there's like 5 cuisines that are like worldwide, and Mexican food is one of the cuisines that is worldwide, like,
right.
Considered like a specialty.
Right. Yeah, Mexican food is one of the, one of the foods that are up there, of course, but of course, it is a popular food, as you see in today's watch TV and you see the things they have, from the food truck to the tacos and everything, man. People love our food, and I guess it becomes a trendy thing. So the reason why I titled that is because the segue into one of the main topics, right? you have what appears to be gentrification of our food, where they're having this thing called dot cakes. I don't know if y'all seen that online, circulating online.
But one thing I want to say too about our food is that you have MAGA
That too.
supporters that are hiding, while when they go out and buy our food, they want to put their hats away. They don't want to show their who they support. And they hate us, but they go out and want to buy our food.
Right.
They're hypocrites.
Orale, we got it in here. After 5,000 Madabar, hey, Shalom, Sir Lord Christ. Salaki. Let me throw this up in here too. Of course, we already got the haters showing up. They never fail.
Is this still gonna be on mute?
But he could hear you.
Okay.
So like, can you verify? Can you say something, sir?
Can you?
Yeah, I can hear you, sir. I just heard you right now.
Okay, right now, them white folks is mad right now because that video of Commander Rihanna. When he's over there battling the Proud Boys.
Right.
Y'all go on UPK Mexico and you see the battle with Commander Rihanna and the Proud Boys, and Commander Rihanna is over there smashing on them about illegal immigration.
Right.
Or we got Officer Madabar up in here. Hey, Shalom, Madawan Yabshir Bukta.
Shalom, what's up?
Salagi was just trying to get this. Yeah, sir, Salagi, to address what you brought up, right? Yeah, we had that battle going on with Commander Rihanna. I remember when that first aired, and how it was a trip seeing Commander Rihanna blaze on the Proud Boys, man. What baffles me real quick, right, is the people that'll come and defend white supremacists, and you got pro-indigenous people that are defending them just because that's how much they hate the truth, and hate what we represent and talk about. They'll really go and defend white supremacists, and to address the board, the chat room, we got Officer Madabar up in here, and then we got Josh Randerwolf. He said, why do y'all go to pretend to be Israelites? I don't understand how we're pretending to be anything. We brothers speak Hebrew, we teach it, so. But if you got, you want to bring that smoke or anything, the link is right there. But Kawakan, let me get into the topic. So this is the first story. Let me share it. Okay. So this is from Mexican Problems. It says, a colorful, can y'all see the, oh, yeah, I can even see it, Salaki. A colorful dessert known online as dot cake has recently exploded in popularity across social media, with videos showcasing its bright frosting and rainbow sprinkles, attracting millions of views. But for many Mexicans, the trend feels very familiar. Across Mexico and Mexican American communities, countless people have pointed out that the viral dessert closely resembles cortadillo, a traditional pan dulce that has been sold in Mexican bakeries for generations. Cortadillo is typically made with a soft vanilla cake base, topped with a layer of pink frosting and colorful sprinkles, making it instantly recognizable to anyone who grew up visiting a local panaderia. The comparison has sparked a broader online conversation about how foods from Latino communities sometimes gain mainstream popularity under new names, often without many people realizing similar versions have existed for years. Some social media... Yeah, go ahead, sir.
Real quick. So So this is going viral, right? As if like white people just discovered this cake or this this bread.
Right. Come.
I got you. So this right here that you're looking at, if you go to any local Mexican bakery, you're gonna find this bread right there. Little bread with the sprinkles on it. I've been eating this since I was about 5 years old.
Right.
All of us. Kamadan, Malakma, I'm pretty sure if you grew up around this place, you went to that little bakery, you're gonna find that bread right there.
Right.
So this is going viral. Like white people just discovered it and are making it popular, right?
Right.
Look at it closely.
So I understand why you're saying they're gentrifying our food.
Right, sir.
Look, this ain't nothing new right here. We've been having this since kids, and white people are barely finding it out.
Right.
Like, come on. So, and what they're gonna do is they're gonna try to make money off of it and act like they invented it. They discovered it.
Right.
And like, come on, man. You gotta take our food and make something out of it.
Some dollars out of it.
Go to any local Hispanic store, you're gonna find that. Hey, listen, bro, this does not belong to white people. This belongs to Lupe, Maria, all the Mexicans in your local neighborhood. We've been eating this for the last, probably 100, 200 years.
Right.
And white people are trying to take it from us.
Right. Look at this.
Just like they take everything. Take everything else. But go ahead,
so like, sir. Now I'll just say real quick, right? Because this person said this, right? Just as we're talking about that. He said, you do know you're cosplaying Black Israelites. Well, Josh Vanderwolf, you've been cosplaying Israelites since, because I'm assuming you're a so-called white man. Y'all been stealing our foods and our culture since the Khazarian Empire. So
I wouldn't be worried about this food right here. Pass that food. Let's keep going.
Sir, yeah, I got you. Just for content's sake, right? Just as we're talking about it, they're doing this is how they do it. But Kawakan, give across this.
If your social media feed looks anything like this, you've probably seen the dot cakes. Covered cakes have become a viral sensation, racking up millions of views, drawing lines, and inspiring so many DIY versions.
They're amazing.
But while the internet is just discovering the dot cakes, Alex and Sandra Posner have been building the business for years.
I started this as a senior in high school.
What started in a family kitchen back in 2017 grew into a storefront here in Roslyn. Then last fall, the dot cakes landed on the shelves at Butterfield Market in Manhattan, and social media took it from there.
We used to blow through about 100 units per week. We're now at thousands.
And when it comes to how they got here, neither son Alex had her mindset on med school. Sandra had retired and actually told her not to start the business.
It's just a texture thing. They feel good when you bite into them. It's crunchy.
The mother-daughter duo says the idea behind the cakes was simple.
It was about a design to celebrate whatever it is that you were looking for, whether it was getting through chemo, getting into college.
A super nostalgic birthday cake type of flavor.
We've done weddings, we've done communions, or bat mitzvahs.
And while bakeries and home bakers are jumping on the trend, the founders say they're focused on what made the dot cakes stand out in the first place.
The point is to celebrate and to come together and have a moment of fun.
When it comes to making memories, this is one trend that truly takes the cake. On Long Island, Jody Goldberg, Fox 5 News.
So what you think? I don't want you.
Man, if I could, I'm pretty sure this started trending on TikTok because you have a lot of influencers, Hispanic influencers and entrepreneurs, because after COVID, they have to start their own little businesses. And I've seen on TikTok, they make amazing cakes, things like this. I'm pretty sure these devils saw this on TikTok, and it's something that amazed them so much that they were like, you know what, I'm gonna do that, because again, we are the salt of the earth. That's what the Bible says. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, anything we put our hands on is gonna blow up. You understand? But for us, it's just something like this is familiar. Like to us, this is nothing to a devil. Like, you know, she just touched a pot of gold with this right here. You know, she's making thousands, 100,000s, but it wasn't possible if it wasn't how Apostle Lahab said, if it wasn't for Maria Consuelo, if it wasn't, you know, for entrepreneur. That's the reason why they wanted to get rid of Hispanics, because a lot of Hispanics were becoming entrepreneurs, making thousands of dollars, and they wanted to kick them out because white people started to complain how they've been here. They come over here and don't even have papers, and they own a house, they own a vehicle, and they don't even have that. And they complain about somebody that comes from nothing, has to cross the desert, makes it into a country that despises them, and they prosper. And the oppressor hated that so much that, you know, they voted a damn devil, Donald Trump, in to get rid of entrepreneurs. Real entrepreneurs are in the barrios, are in the hood, are in the reservations. That's where you find real entrepreneurs. But to us, it's something so familiar that we do it. This is too easy for us. You understand? We just do it because, you know, we have nothing else to do. But white people take this and they make money, you know. But this right here should just teach blacks and Hispanics that keep doing what you're doing. Don't allow the oppressor to clown you, try to make fun of you because you have a small business. That small business is gonna come out the hood if you obey the Most High God. If you stand with the Lord and you obey His law, statutes, and commandments, the Lord is gonna make you flourish and He's gonna make you prosper in anything that you do. But it has to be done on the right hand side with the knowledge of the Most High God. I'll pass it on to the next brother. I yield.
All right. If I may, what the brother was saying is so heavy. Like you said, there's nothing new under the sun. This is what they've always done. Come and observe our culture. Come and observe what we're doing. Steal it, take it back, and profit and make billions off of it. And that reminds me of the story of Chipotle. I don't know if y'all familiar with how Chipotle got started, but I'm looking on the website right here. It says, as of 2025, Chipotle has 4,000 locations. His name derives from Chipotle, a Nahuatl name, Chilopocli, for smoked jalapeno peppers. So even on the sidebar, man, I was talking to the brother Matumyat, and he was saying like so many words that the tribe of Issachar uses are from the Nahuatl language, and it's not Spanish. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is showing the indigenous roots of the people. But it goes on to say that this Edomite moved to San Francisco for college, and then he started to see the taquerias in the Mission District and stole that concept and went back to Denver, Colorado, opened the first Chipotle. Now they're making $1 million in revenue every year. Like, that business and that money should be coming into the Latino community, you know what I'm saying, to the Mexican community, but they're taking it in, you know, the same thing for the tribe of Judah. I think about the restaurant Popeyes. I went to Popeyes, there was nothing but Moabites and Asians in there. And I'm like, man, they're coming to get Judite from an Edomite business, you know what I'm saying? Like, that money should be coming into our community, but they stole that stuff from us, you know? So I land my plane on that.
That's crazy too, though. Like how they hate us so much. They're talking about deporting us. How we're coming over here and taking all the jobs, and we're criminals, rapists, and you know, and how they press the issue for us to leave the country. You know, they offer us money, $1,000 if you leave the country. But what in the F are you gonna do if we all leave? You ain't gonna have no more good food if we leave. Like this right here, that this white lady is making money off of. She would not have this had she not have if Issachar was not here. You know what I'm saying? It's like you need us here. Like, you know, they need Mexicans and Central Americans and South Americans in this country. Because like we say all the time, we make this country run. And this right here is a basic bread that we make in the hood, in the barrio. Basic. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, we grew up around it so much, it's not even like a big thing no more. And we can see it like it's just regular bread. You know?
Right.
Get some coffee in the morning, get that bread, dip it in the coffee, boom, good to go. You know? Like, you know, it's not a big deal, but to them it's like, oh my God, I discovered this. You know, we're gonna make what? Dot cakes. We're gonna make dot cakes after this. Rebranded everything, dot cakes. That's pan dulce.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's just some sugary bread, some good bread. That's all it is. But like, what the point is, if we all left, let's say all Mexicans left, like, what is America gonna be without us, man? For damn sure ain't no one gonna make this. Ain't no white woman gonna make some shit like this. Excuse my language. Like what in the F is a white woman gonna make? I want to know. What's she gonna make? You gonna say you ever seen people make fun of white people when it comes to making food? It's some
right.
Oh, look at it closely. Look at it closely.
Some garbage food. What is
like it, sir?
Go ahead.
If I could, I got a video to play for you to show what'll happen to answer your exact question right now.
I want to know, like, what is a white person's plate? Because like, when you talk about Mexicans, we got mole, enchiladas, taquitos. You know, we got tortas, burritos. We got a whole list of foods that we can make. But what is a white food? Like, what comes to that? When it comes to Judah, the so-called black man, you got a whole list of food that they make. But what do white people make?
Right.
You know, and you can't say burgers and hot dogs. That come from us too.
Right.
But go ahead, man. Go ahead.
I'll tell you what they're gonna make. This is what they're gonna try and make.
This is a unfriendly review of Pool Boy. I really thought I was this place because I'm just over kind of white restaurant culture here in the Valley. I think the food quality isn't that great. And white culture in general in the US is giving racism, misogyny, and pedophilia these days. And it's just such a bummer to see another duo, white men, brothers, opening a really, really mediocre restaurant. This photo is giving wannabe Brooklyn edgy, but it's just giving your kids hate you and you hate the person taking the photo. Restaurants seem in white culture are more about building identity of the people who go there. Like, you're choosing your identity by choosing what restaurants you go to. And it's really just based in aesthetics. It's not based in anything real. And I'm just over it. So I don't really want to wear your swag. The seed oil mention was very MAGA. This margarita was not slushy. The woman behind the counter was not super friendly, and she's one of the founders' wives. And I'm like, why is your wife here? If you don't look like this guy, you're probably not going to enjoy the restaurant. I was pretty excited for the food. These nachos were allegedly a staff favorite, which is such BS. This is nacho sauce, which is just never going to do it for me. And the tortillas are the exact same tortillas that you get at Gadzooks, which I live near. It is never busy. I've been twice. It's super greasy and not that great. And they're probably not well. So I don't know why they decided to just repackage these tacos and sell them with a better aesthetic.
Not a ton of flavor. It's fine. Again, pretty flavorless. I'm not gonna lie.
That tortilla's even halfway cooked.
Very, very, very basic unseasoned chicken. That's great.
Overall, I think this place really reps the state of America. It's white men doing things that aren't that great or remarkable just because they're the only ones who have the capital, but because of centuries of the patriarchy and racism.
Bitch ass parasite!
Unfriendly review of Pool Boy.
Pool Boy. And if I could,
that was absolutely go ahead, sir.
If I could, carnal, that's the oppressor trying to cosplay. He's seen the corner filled up a line of, raza buying tacos, and he said, you know what, I could do that. And he trying to cosplay, trying to go out there, build a restaurant because he has the money, the money that his forefathers stole, and then he creates a restaurant with the culture of the people that he hates. What type of hypocrite does that? The oppressor has no culture. That's why he always has to go and take everybody's culture, and he has to rebrand it because he wants to capitalize off the poor. Like Officer Lahab said, like, this to us is nothing. We just get food on the go because this to us is like finger food, like grab and go. To them is, they try to turn it into like a big restaurant, try to charge you $18 a damn taco or what have you.
Right.
Don't even have the same flavor. Don't even possess the same flavors, the same marinades that that you could get from the corner.
Say it again,
These devils are cosplaying. So if anybody wants to call somebody cosplaying, that's what these devils do through centuries, claiming to be a people while they have no culture.
Right.
Y'all got
it. No, that's heavy. You say that. And I'm pretty. What's crazy? I wanted to point out, if I could, right? I have a scripture too to read as well. But I wanted to show is just the hypocrisy of this oppressor, right? Where, not to pay mind to the trolls, but they claim, that they invented everything, right? From the food to the inventions, the music and all whatnot. You find the truth that it was really a so-called Black, Hispanic, or Native American that made those things, and then they come and take the credit for it. And you're seeing that evident with the quote unquote the dot cake or the cortadillo, and how they want to rebrand it and rename it to make it seem like they invented. This woman said how many years ago she discovered it, practically, is what she was saying. When, like Officer Lahab brought out, this has been we've been eating this our whole life. You know what I mean? And our people are shamed for eating them, man. Our people are ashamed to even, for having the stores, having the food trucks. And that segues into my next point, right? When it comes to food, you ever notice, right, how even the food trucks are a thing of trend now? Food trucks are trendy. They do TV shows. Everyone doesn't mind getting food out of a food truck, but how long ago was it that you were made to be afraid of getting food out the taco truck? How long ago was it that you were made to be afraid that they were called unhygienic? What was it? It was the term roach coach that they labeled Latino food trucks. And I have the proof. I found this. I was looking this up as we were talking, right? Look at this. Look at this. Look at what I just found. Like Jeremiah Hyman says, use the Google machine. So that's exactly what I did. And look at this. I asked it, right, about, does the term roach coach have a racist origin on Latino community? And this is what it says. It says, the term roach coach, hold on. Oh, man, dang. Salaki. The term roach coach did not originate as a direct racial slur against the Latino community. Rather, it dates back to the 1950s as a general slang for a dirty or unhygienic mobile food truck. However, the term has a complex history tied to the Latino community. The origin, the phrase literally implies a coach driving around roaches, a reference to the questionable sanitation and pest issues common in early unregulated industrial catering trucks. The controversy, as taco trucks, loncheras, grew in popularity, the term was heavily weaponized in the 1980s by critics of Mexican street food. Cultural critics argue that the phrase was used to demonize and pass discriminatory municipal health codes against Mexican food vendors, while later gourmet white-owned food trucks were celebrated. Usage today, while the term is considered derogatory, many construction workers and tradespeople now use it casually without malicious intent. But that part right there, where it says taco trucks grew in popularity, right? Restaurants, white ones, use that term to demonize the food trucks. And it's heavy because I was talking about this with the brother, right? Shout out the young man. What was his brother's name? Young man,
Cruiser.
Cruiser. Yeah, young man Jesse, right? I told him this. I said, I wonder if the term roach coach has a racist origin. If this was used on purpose demonize the taco trucks so that you wouldn't want to go and invest in your community, that you go put your money into the white restaurant. And you know what? I'm glad you're here, Officer Kasar Pakad, because I wanted to ask you a question, sir. I remember seeing online, right, just because we're on the topic, I saw an article online where it said that, today the stereotype with black people and watermelons.
Right.
There was an article online that said that the reason why that stereotype was pushed is because as soon as slavery ended, black people were growing watermelon, and it was a successful business.
Right.
It was so successful that they were making a lot of money off of it. So these devils, right, pushed the stereotype of black people and watermelons so that black people wouldn't want to buy watermelon no more, so that they wouldn't want to invest in the business and make them. I don't know if you heard anything like that, sir.
No, yeah, I did see. I think I saw the same video. That was a big thing. You know what I mean? And like the history of watermelon, like I don't know if y'all seen these crazy fast people are doing. Like a couple years ago, they just only eat watermelon for like a month or something. They're saying like the watermelon can hydrate you better than water, basically. So you gotta imagine working in the field. You know what I'm saying? Imagine working in the field. They're not giving you bottles of water back in slavery. You know what I mean?
Right.
So they turned to the watermelon and used it because they were surviving with that,
Right.
And then, like you said, after slavery, they turned it into business, and they wanted to like put a bad outlook on it. And that was the same with fried chicken as well. That's where that stigma came from.
Right.
And then they turned around and made KFC. You know what I mean? So
right.
Same thing. Yep.
Right. This oppressor, man, this is why we call the white man or this oppressor the devil, right? Because they do these things to take away our ability to grow, our ability, and then at the end of the same breath, they'll tell us that we got to pick ourselves up by our bootstraps, that we're not working hard enough, we're just complaining. And when we actually do it, here they come to try and stop us. But yet when we mention it and talk about it, now we're complaining. Now we're just playing the victim. When this is documented history, man. So it's just I wanted to parallel those two instances because this shows, right, the similar oppression that so-called blacks and so-called Hispanics go through, right? You see how this oppressor
go inside.
plots against both of us, man.
Double time.
So I literally just looked that up right now. But I was talking about this with the brother, man, with the carnal, and lo and behold, it's right there.
And if I may say one thing,
come on.
It's spiritual too. You know what I mean? The way these things keep happening, like certain things that we have, we will reject it trying to be like them. You know what I mean? What does it say? What's the precept where it says I forget where it says like you're trying to take away from yourself to be like them. It's in Jeremiah. I can't remember.
Is it the one that says white trimmest thou thy ways to
yeah,
seek love?
Exactly.
Okay,
like we trim our ways to try to be like them. Oh, you don't want to eat this taco because you're eating with your hands. You want to eat something with forks and knives. Right. And then next thing you know, they come and steal it. The wings, you know what I mean?
Right.
Chicken wings. Now every Edomite wants to eat wings. You know what I mean? The price of wings going up crazy. So we try to trim our ways to be like them. Then they sit there and watch it, then take it and then make it, a very profitable thing once again, which is spiritual on the sense of our identity. We trim our ways and don't want to be Israelites, don't want to follow the laws, try to be like the heathens, and then they take our Bible and create the Roman Catholic Church and take over the world. Salaki, that's it for me.
Okay. Salaki, Officer Lahab, Officer Kamada, or Officer Madabar, Salaki. Salaki, I was going to read the scripture, and until the next brother wants to take the floor. This is a lot. This is the proof that the Bible is our story. That the Bible is talking about us, man. With this situation right here. Look at what the Bible says. This is Matthew 5:13. Ye are the salt of the earth. But if the salt have lost its savor, wherewith shall it be salted? It is thenceforth good for nothing but to be cast out and to be trodden under foot of men. So-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, you're the salt of the earth. You give flavor to everything, and it's evident in the food. These oppressors can't even season their food, man. You have the sense to put salt on it and give it flavor, man. But because we want to be like them, you know, we get trodden under the foot of men, right? They take credit for our food, get rich of it, off of it, get what is it, celebrated for it. Meanwhile, we get shamed, right? Because we don't want to be the salt of the earth. We'd rather be like them when they're trying to be like us, man.
And so, like, if I could, Carnal, the crazy part is that the oppressor, he'll turn our culture into a business while he goes home and then he eats a bloody steak. He eats that roast beef and he complains if it's not bloody enough. You understand? Like we turn something out of nothing. We turn it into, you know, like Officer Kasar Prakal was saying, how y'all was bringing out the history of you know, when we was in captivity. You know, like you use what's around you to sustain yourself. The oppressor will never have that knowledge. We have to teach the oppressor hygiene, right? The Native Americans have to teach them how to bathe, have to teach them how to cultivate, right? Because all they know is what they were blessed with. They were blessed with the weapon. That's all they know how to do is just bloodshed. They love blood so much that if their steak is not bloody enough, they complain. You know what I'm saying? They don't even, it's like, I don't even want to say that. That's disgusting. Utterly disgusting, man.
Salakia. Let me throw this in there.
There was a video, I remember, there was a video back in the day of this devil who has a whole freezer filled with frozen meats. I think he even threw him he would ferment them like underground.
Good
raw.
night.
You know, he's a disgusting beast, just like a damn wolf, just like a damn dog. You understand? Like that's his nature. He will never be able to season that beef, you know, throw some flavor on it. He doesn't come from that. He sold his birthright for a red pottage. Now you got blacks and Hispanics selling themselves because we have assimilated to the oppressor's spirit.
Right.
We got this to it too. Like, white people are known for eating people.
Right.
And that's not a whole thing. All you gotta do is just read the Epstein files.
Right, sir.
And what they were doing on that island. They were eating kids.
Right.
Eating babies. You know, that's the white man's history, his culture, his reputation.
Mm-hmm.
Have you heard of Jeffrey Dahmer, Ted Bundy, Ed Gein? They make movies out of these serial killers, and those are just the ones that got caught.
Right, sir.
There are hundreds of thousands of white people that are just like that.
Nat Turner, sir. Right? They didn't say, oh, what's that one? There's a book.
Turner.
There's a book that, you know, Columbus and his you know, and his crew were eating slaves, natives.
Right.
So look, when you read Matthew 5:13 in the New Testament, and it says you are the salt of the earth, it's 100% not talking about white people.
Right.
Right.
I don't see how pastors and Christians and fake Israelites try to involve white people into our culture and our history and our Bible. You know damn well that this ain't talking about no white people. This ain't talking about Caucasians. No matter how much you try to twist the scriptures, twist the Bible, and try to invite them in here, white people don't love salt. They don't believe in salt. You are the salt of the earth. It's talking about us, Black, Hispanic, and Native American Indians. We are the salt of the earth. We're the ones that flavor. So,
right.
You know, if the salt have lost its savor, wherewith shall it be salted? So that's it. But go ahead. I'm gonna pass the next brother.
Okay. So, like, if I could, sir, this is how petty this oppressor is, right? Just since we're on the topic, look at like, and this is only proof of what they try to do, right? Hate one and celebrate the other. And look, here's another example of that.
Story number 4, a battle between two local bakeries. One owner says the other is copying its name and mimicking its social media posts.
Consumer investigator Christine Canara spoke to both small businesses about this fight, and this is kind of unusual.
Interesting. I've done stories like this in the past. We talked to trademark attorneys, and we do have cases where two companies have the exact same name and they operate okay, like Pandora Jewelry, Pandora the music streaming service. Both of them have the same name. But in some cases, when they sell very similar goods, that's where it can get a little sticky. So one business is called Little French Bakery, the other is called The Little Cake. And while their names aren't identical, one of those businesses said it was close enough to cause consumer confusion.
The battle between two bakeries.
We're out of our chocolate croissants.
Hinged on one word, little.
We make small pastries, everything handmade. And so we thought it would be a great fit.
Husband and wife Monica and Adrian Goncalves opened The Little Cake in Commerce in October of last year.
Your last item?
The name was the first they agreed upon.
We didn't have like many other ideas, so I guess we just thought The Little Cake, and we're like, okay, that's the one.
4 years earlier, over in Redondo Beach, another husband and wife team, Guillaume Sabadan and Deborah Durcadia, opened a storefront of their own after selling their baked goods at farmers markets for years.
We built this from the ground up, from hard work. Like our kids, they grew up under the tents of the farmers market.
Deborah is emotional when talking about their business, Little French Bakery, after dealing with weeks of backlash after she and her husband filed a trademark lawsuit against Little Cake, accusing the bakery of having a name that is so similar to theirs, it's causing consumer confusion and harm.
The decision was like simply for business. It was not something personal that we wanted to do. We wanted to protect our name.
In the lawsuit, Little French Bakery claimed customers can't tell the two businesses apart.
When we first noticed confusion, which was the first week, I believe they opened, we had a customer walking in and it was like, did you open another Little French Bakery in the city of Commerce?
The lawsuit also alleged that the Little Cake used similar branding and social media photos, like how they hold their croissant. This is the Little Cake's Instagram photo, and this is Little French Bakery's, or this photo of a brownie croissant at the Little Cake compared to an earlier photo of a chocolate croissant at Little French Bakery.
What is that like, being a brand new small business starting out and having to face something like this already?
It's extremely difficult. Like I said, we put everything into this business. We give it all of our time. We are here every day, 7 days a week, so many hours. So just to know that we put so much work into this and then we're being sued, it's really difficult on us.
But it's been difficult on Guillaume and Deborah too.
We start with nothing.
Yeah.
We put everything from our pockets to create something like this. It's hard work. That's the thing.
After the lawsuit was filed, the Little Cake posted on Instagram for support.
According to the complaint, it's alleged that our branding is too similar because we talk about butter, we share photos of croissants being held in our hands, we emphasize craftsmanship, we use the word little in our name, and we share that we're a husband and wife team.
The video has thousands of comments and shares and nearly 36,000 likes. So many followers flooded Little French Bakery's Instagram page, the owners decided to shut down commenting.
I always say that when I'm talking to clients or advising them, I say, yes, there's the court of law and you might be correct in that, which not to say that they are in this case either. But you also have to weigh the court of public opinion because you don't know how people are going to react.
Kelly Jones is a trademark lawyer. She doesn't represent the Little Cake or Little French Bakery.
What are the factors that a judge looks at when ruling on something like this?
How similar they think the two names are, then also how similar the goods and services are, which obviously here they're identical. Then it also will look at other things like instances of actual confusion that was shown.
We just already put everything into this, and I think we just have to keep going, continuing to give it our all.
Hopefully, we can come into a fair, deal and just move forward from this.
And we just heard from one
But Salah, you just wanted to show that, right? Because that's how petty this oppressor is, man. Like, they went and took the word little and tried to sue that other bakery, which is, Commerce is a Latino neighborhood, right? The woman, the owner of the I don't know what the husband was, but the woman looks like a sister. So obviously, right, when Israel does the food, we make it a lot better. And it sounds like that French couple got mad at that and was quick to sue them over the word little, to take away, credit that of what that people did, or what they did, and so that they could come up and make the money, man. So that just shows how far, to what extent this oppressor goes to. I don't know what you brothers, have to say about that. It's like, can I hear me? Comic-Con. The next one I had lined up, right, since we're like talking about food and street vendors and whatnot, is this story with Alex Enamorado. Let me get it real quick. All right, here it is. That's not it. So this is the story with Alex Enamorado. I mean, I'm sure y'all remember, right, the whole thing with him and how he got locked up, right? And of course, for those who know, just to follow up, right? This was a brother that was going up to when all those videos would come out about a street vendor getting assaulted, a street vendor getting berated or harmed or robbed. This guy now would go up to the people that would do it and would, like, call them out. He would confront them. He would also go to the city council meetings and call out the city officials that were pushing like laws that were targeting street vendors. Of course, a couple years back, right, they arrested him and the people that would go with him and he would he's still locked up. They're trying to, the word is they're trying to lock him up for a long time. So this is an update on what's been happening. Right, and this is from Chicanos Worldwide. It says, breaking news, Alex Enamorado says prosecutors are pressuring him to accept a plea deal that he does not want to take. In a recent update from jail, he claimed the proposed deal could leave him with an additional strikes and potentially put him at risk of a life sentence if he were convicted again in the future. According to Enamorado, prosecutors want him to plead guilty to charges tied to the case that led to his 2023 arrest. He says that he has refused the offer and plans to continue fighting the case in court. Supporters argue the activist is being treated unfairly and have continued calling for his release. Prosecutors, however, maintain the charges against him are supported by the evidence and remain active before the court. The case is still ongoing and no final verdict has been reached.
Look, I remember this cat right here, Alex Enamorado. So this cat right here, he was you know what I'm saying? He was really about trying to help out the raza, going out, defending the vendors, immigration rights. He was at a lot of the ICE protests. So the brother right here was really trying to help out.
Right.
Trying to help out the people. What else?
Yeah, you can find videos of him trying to fight with people trying to rob the vendors. That's what he was known for. We met him in Long Beach. Remember, we met him in Long Beach.
Comic-Con.
The only problem with this brother is he believes in what do you call it? Like in being a politician. So he thinks that you should be a politician, learn the law, and fight for your rights. That's what he was on.
Right.
And of course, that didn't work. So it didn't work for him. They're trying to lock him up and throw away the key.
Right.
Right.
You know, that goes to show you, like, if you're gonna do the work, if you're gonna really try to help your people out, you can't lean on being a politician and thinking that you're gonna change the system from the inside. That don't work. You know, the only way you're gonna fix your people is by serving the Lord. And of course, you gotta be in the UPK and the Command Center Hana. Ain't no way around it. You know, you could have the zeal, you could want to do it, but you're only gonna go so far. And that's what happened with this. But Lord be with this cat. Like I said, he was cool people.
Right.
He's Guatemalan. We got an interview. We want to show the interview, Malak, when you could.
Come on, sir.
But like I said, he was cool people. We chopped it up. He was real respectful. But like I said, he was leaning on the whole thing of I'm gonna be a politician. I'm gonna learn the law, and that's how I'm gonna help my people. Fighting with cops, and like I said, now he's in jail.
Right.
And from what I understand, a lot of people forgot about him.
Right. This is a video
going
right
back
here.
to the point, which is this is the brother right here.
Right, sir. So, like, I got the interview right here whenever you want me to play it.
It's kind of hard to hear, but go ahead and play it.
Come on.
PK, Officer 5000. I'm right here with my man, Eden. Eden, right? Yeah, Eden. Eden, if I could, what do you represent?
I'm not a part of any organization right now. I'm currently working as a research coordinator and at USC, and I'm also a city commissioner in the city of Cudahy, but I'm an activist for immigration, activist for a lot of things. But yeah.
Okay, you're an activist for immigration, right? Yeah. So you see what's going on with the Latinos, right? Of course, they're throwing our kids inside immigration detention centers, right? They're killing our kids, killing our people on the streets of America. What is the solution to all of that?
The solution to that is reparations for Mexicans, reparations for Guatemalans, for the U.S. intervention, for overthrowing their governments. So definitely easing restrictions as far as easing the process of migrating here, And what Trump is doing is the opposite. So in order for us to have a solution, is doing the opposite of what Trump is doing right now.
Right. Okay, now let me ask you this. Now, Latinos, right? Latinos and blacks. We've been marching, protesting, and voting since the 60s. Since the 60s, we've been doing this right here. Just voting, marching, protesting. Is it effective in change for the oppression that's going on with Latinos and blacks?
It's not enough right now because of voter suppression. We witnessed it right now working with the Bernie campaign now. Communities of people of color, we're standing in line for 5 hours to vote.
Yeah, go ahead, sir.
No, I want to know if y'all can hear him. Can you hear him?
Con.
Okay.
I can hear. Yeah.
Keep playing it? All right, come on.
Yeah, play it. A little more.
Right. So definitely voting is not enough, but definitely we should vote.
Right. And I always say this. We can vote for Bernie Sanders, right? We can vote for whoever. Even if he's a so-called Hispanic or he's black, we put him in office. These kids aren't getting thrown inside immigration detention centers. These kids don't get killed by cops every day. He's not living in the ghetto with us. He's not going through the same struggle that we're going through. So I'm always looking at it as this. How is he going to change anything in the Black and Hispanic community when he is not with us? You know what I'm saying? And what he's going to do, he's going to fight for America. Because if you're in that system, you're going to support that system.
Well, the difference between that and that, I know a lot of brown politicians who grew up in this country, and they don't even support the values that we're. And we learned that the hard way by choosing identity politics. He told Obama he had a rappers, but he wasn't great enough. So just because you got brown skin or black skin doesn't make you good enough.
So, like, sir.
That's the brother right there. That's Alex Enamorado. Brother is locked up. They're trying to throw him in prison. He was trying to vote for Bernie Sanders. That's what pretty much he was out there for. And so me and him had a little back and forth about it. I'm telling him that voting's not going to do anything, and he's saying that voting will help us out.
Right,
That's our little dialogue right here. And but of course, like our point is that doesn't help. He thought it did, and now the brother's in prison, and no one is trying to help this cat out.
Right.
Lord be with him. Lord, like I said, Lord be with this cat. Lord allow he gets out of prison, and he goes back to his family. Right. But like I said, if we're gonna fight this battle right here, voting ain't gonna help you. You got to come back to the Most High. You got to come back to the law, statutes, and commandments. The Lord got to be with you to win this fight. The Lord ain't with you. They're gonna throw you in prison, throw in the key, and everybody gonna forget about you. Just like every other radical Black Hispanic, that what they did to them. And you can go into Corky Gonzalez, Reyes Lopez de Herina, the Brown Berets, Black Panthers. The list goes on of all these revolutions that we have within the Black and Hispanic communities. The CIA get involved, FBI get involved, COINTELPRO, and they destroy our organizations, destroy our our movements. Right. But that can't happen if the Lord is with you. That's why it's extremely important. If you're Latino, you Mexican, Central American, and you pissed off at what's going on, and you want to do something about it, man, this is the place to do it. Right. First, you got to get yourself cleaned up. You got to get yourself cleaned up first. Right. You ain't gonna be getting high and being radical. You ain't gonna be LGBTQ and be radical. You wanna fight for your people? Get yourself cleaned up first. How do you do it? You come into the UPK. You step through these stores. Do your 90 days. Get some time in here. Get yourself cleaned up. And then now you're going to get yourself rooted in here. Right. And then you're going to help out the next brother, the next Mexican, the next Chicano, the next Central American, South American, Black man. And you're going to raise them up. But you ain't going to do it outside of these doors. You got to get in here first. Right. And then go from there. Right. Let's keep going. Oh, it's like keep going, Lama. If I could, I found the scripture. Come, go ahead, sir. What's the scripture? Could, grab yards in here. Hey, Shalom. If you could, Lama, when you get a chance, if you could grab Jeremiah 1:17 for me.
What's good, carnales?
¿Qué onda, carnal? ¿Qué dices?
¿Cómo andamos? What's good, Adawan?
¿Qué onda, pues?
Órale, Adawan. I see you. What we on tonight, Adawan? Salaki for the late.
If you could read that when you got it, Malakma, Baba Gasha.
Just real quick, we talking about Alex Enamorado. What happened? How they're trying to make him take a plea deal. He doesn't want to take. He's continuing to fight it. And then earlier we were talking about how these oppressors are gentrifying our food.
Right.
So Khan, let me read this for Khan. Yeah.
Khan.
Let me read this for Commandant. This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 1, verse 17. Thou therefore gird up thy loins and arise and speak unto them all that I command thee. Be
Hold
not
on, Malak,
dismayed. Go ahead.
Now, first, you know what I mean? For Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, you have to gird up your loins. That means that be a man. You understand? Be a man. And what, Malakma? Continue. Gird up your loins.
And arise and speak unto them all.
Right? Like you can't arise if you're on drugs. You can't arise if you're trying to be a politician like the oppressor. How are you going to arise against the politician while wanting to be a politician? You can't do that. And speak unto them all that I command thee. Right? This brother, you know, he wanted to speak, but he wasn't speaking all that was commanded by the Most High God. You understand? He wanted to speak as a politician. That's the reason why the Lord was against him. He should have listened to Officer Lahab. That was his calling. The day he met Officer Lahab was his calling. The Lord was trying to tell him, you know what? You got a voice. People are you're starting to be an influence to your community. Listen to this brother here, because he speaks what I command him. And the Lord was trying to teach this brother to speak what the Most High God commands. But he wanted to speak like a politician. He wanted to go after his own heart. And the Lord is against that. And now his life is in the hands of the oppressor. The oppressor has no mercy for Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. You understand? They're trying to give him plea deals. And he knows those plea deals are not going to benefit him. You understand? But if he really wants to get out of hell, he's gonna have to seek the ISUPK. We got prison programs. You know, he's out here getting in contact with Officer Lahab. He already met Officer Lahab out in those streets. Get back in touch with Officer Lahab. You understand? Because Officer Lahab speaks all that is commanded by the Most High God. And it said, what, Malama, if you can finish it off?
Be not dismayed at their faces, lest I confound thee before them.
And that's what happened with this brother, man. He was dismayed because he wanted to speak like a politician. You understand? And he got confounded. He got confounded because he should have really been speaking all that is commanded by the Most High God. You understand? That's all I wanted to say on that. But brothers got it.
And if I could, I don't want. Hey, the other one that just spoke, man, he had a good point. See, this brother was trying to play the same game that the devil was playing. You know what I mean? And we can't play those games. We can't beat him in his own game. You know what I'm saying? The ISUPK, man, we're like the hack to the Matrix. You know what I'm saying? We can't do what they do and expect us to come up out of that. You know what I'm saying? That's why what the other one was saying is the ISUPK, man. If he would have joined the ISUPK, he would have came with the same type of approach, but just different, with a different angle. You know what I mean? We can't. It's like, you know, even though, like, for example, like when brothers in the street, you know, when police brutality is killing Blacks and Hispanics by force, right, on camera, a lot of us think that by us picking up another weapon and trying to kill him with the same type of weapon that we might have a chance to win. We can't play how they're playing. You know, they're playing by force. They're playing by manipulation. You know what I'm saying? We can't play those games. But if we follow the Most High and follow what the ISUPK is teaching, you know what I'm saying, and hold that blueprint, you know what I'm saying, and come together, because then again, you can't be by yourself out here. You know what I mean? The Lord is asking for us to come together. You know what I mean? You're not going to find unity in the street, but you will find unity in the ISUPK. You know what I mean? You are going to find camaradas and they're thinking the same way, wanting the same things, and understand who the devil is. Understand who the oppressor is. You know what I'm saying? And we know better than ISUPK. We know better. So we're not going to play those games. You know what I'm saying? And if we are getting in the same room as he is, we're just going to flip the script on him. You know I mean, because we have the Bible, we have understanding of the scriptures, we got leaders. You know what I mean? That's leading us the right way, and believe that we know who the devil is. You know what I'm saying? But in ISUBK, man, we're different. We're different Mexicanos, man. We're different Mexicans. We're different blacks. We got understanding, man. You know what I'm saying? So if he would have came in ISUBK and asked us to assist him, he wouldn't be in prison.
Most importantly, we answer the call. We gird up our loins. You understand? That's what it takes. Gird up your loins and speak. For you to speak all that the Most High commands, you have to gird up your loins. These brothers out here, they're not speaking what the Most High has commanded, meaning that they have not girded up their loins. They're still, you know, what they call young bucks. You understand? They're not man yet. You become a man when you change your life and you come into the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, and you no longer look over your shoulder to that disgusting lifestyle you once lived.
I just want to add this last point too. I'm about to start out right now. This is not to knock this brother right here. Like I said, this brother was cool. Yeah, he had some zeal to help out the raza. He just did it another way. And the thing is, there was a lot of people that were behind him when he was out. But when he got locked up, almost everybody bailed out on him. That would not happen to the UPK. You get locked up the UPK, which could happen. You could go to jail. You could do some time. But we will not abandon our brother. You understand? The brothers are going to be by his side until the end, until he's out. You know, and it's just a sad thing that this brother was abandoned by the people that were supposedly rocking with him. Right. When he was out there helping out the vendors. People were like, oh, Alex and Namarado was out there helping the people out. You know, he had a lot of views on social media. He was out there fighting with people, security guards, you know, defending people. But when he got locked up, man, there's probably about 2 or 3 people still rocking with him. Mm-hmm. Everybody else forgot about him. That happens to almost everybody in jail. After a certain time, people stop writing to you, stop answering your phone calls, and it's sad that this happened to him. But you know what?
If I may,
this last one, sorry, Picard. I'm gonna send him a package. We gonna send him a package, and we gonna rock with us. You know,
that's what we should do. You know what I mean? That's brotherhood, man. And yeah, like I'm looking up what he was doing, like going to people's homes that were attacking the vendors or whatever, because he was really trying to stand up for the people. You know what I'm saying? And the same thing, you got Chud the Builder going around and harassing people and getting famous.
Right.
This brother was trying to do something righteous, even though he may have not had the right program. But
look at it closely. Look at it closely.
And that's why, you know, Yahushua, you know, was the coldest revolutionary, because he shows you how to move, how Jay-Z said, in a room full of vultures, man, how to move in oppression. You know what I mean?
Right.
And the program that we have. Right. Hey, is showing you how to move amongst these devils, because they want to get you in that position to put you in jail. And he could redirect that energy, you know, in a certain way, and have a way, you know, of even a bigger effect. But yeah, that's what we should do right there, brother, man.
That's exactly right. I don't want and look, man, for the people that's hearing, you heard the ICBK, man. We're gonna come in there, give him a little care package, make sure he's Tawab, because the one thing that he could count on is the ISUBK right now.
Right. Damn right, I'm not. And because things are only going to get worse, things are only going to get crazier, man. And our raza is going to see that the only people you're going to be able to turn to is us, is the ISUBK under Commanding General Yohana, man.
Right.
You know? So, yeah, man.
And And if I could too, I don't want like that brother right there. The way that he was moving, the zeal that the brother had, the confidence, that strength, you know. And then again, most of these times that he was approaching these devils, he was by himself.
Right.
He knew how weak we are as a people. He knows that the Mexicans are the biggest haters, man. You know what I'm saying? He said, but if this has to be done, you know, he's going, you know, he's leaning on his own understanding. And that's how he came short. But if he would have reached out to ISUBK and talked to us and let him know what he's trying to do and what the mission is, we would have get him another way of doing it and probably join him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like that brother had all the zeal, man. I feel that brother's pain. You know what I'm saying? And he was doing great work. He was bringing a lot of awareness to the BS that's going on in the brown communities. No one else is speaking about real life situations that's going on in real times. Everybody's more their attention is on everything else. But this vato right here, this camarada, he was really in the mix.
Mm-hmm.
That's one thing you can't take away from him. He was really tapped into the community. You see his videos. You see, you know what I'm saying, what's going on social media. He was really there. You know what I'm saying? He was trying to do whatever he could, they feel in his power, to try to uplift and protect and wake up the raza. You know what I'm saying? So this is why the ISUBK, that we do have understanding, we do have brotherhood, we got what it takes. We should go over there and reach out to the camarada, be like, hey, homie, hey, you're in there, but we out here and we got you.
Right.
But this is another way of coming about it. Let me show you another way, homie. Like, follow me. You know what I mean? We got to be brothers to him. We got to be a brother to the vato. You know what I mean? Hey, homie, I got you. I understand where you're coming from, but check this out. This is how you came out short. It should have came out like this. It should have, you know what I mean? Should have called us. We would have, you know what I mean?
Yeah, man. And on the flip side, on the other side of the coin, is the January Sixers and all those Proud Boys.
Right.
They are about to get a check from the government from breaking the law and fighting for their people. You know what I'm saying? They're getting raised up for doing similar things that he was doing. Or worse, I'm not even gonna say similar. They did way worse than what he's done. But now he's fighting for his life, man. And,
oh, look at it closely. Look at it closely.
You know what I'm saying?
That part.
Yeah. That's well, like you said. So that's why one of the most, like, one of the first steps is always saying, okay, your oppressor is the devil. You know what I'm saying? Once your eyes open to see that, you'll not trust them in any way, shape, or form, and realize, you know, we can't play the same games that they play. We definitely got to move with a sharp program.
Yeah, and just know that too. Like, if he really knew who the devil is, this world was given to the hands of the wicked.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? He should already know that you can't go hand to hand combat with this devil.
Right.
You know, you got to reach out to brothers that got wisdom, that got understanding, that got leadership.
Well, say it again,
That's been consistent. You know what I'm saying? The ISUBK has been out here since 1969. You know what I mean? And we only getting stronger.
That's right.
So the homies should have realized it, like, God damn, like, my people needs me, but I need help.
Well, say it again.
And that's one thing about Mexicans. Mexicans are very macho, man. They feel they can just take on the world by themselves, and they're afraid to reach out. Cause just like the brother was saying, what's all those dudes that were supporting him? Where they at now?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe a lot of the people that were supporting him, man, they're just internet warriors, man. You know what I mean? That like to see a change, but really ain't do nothing about it.
Your mindset. You ain't a real G, homie.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of I guarantee that a lot of those people that were supportive, they're probably on social media.
Right.
You know what I mean? But from what I've seen on social media, they're being very supportive because all the latest news that I got about him, all his updates, at least people that I've been following, they've been really, you know what I mean, having his brother's back, man, and letting everybody know that his brother's is in danger. Basically, the white man knows what the spirit that this Mexican brother or the Salvadorian brother, the spirit this brother has, is definitely an Israelite. He's definitely God's chosen. He just don't know it yet. But we do. And we see that. You know what I mean? This devil could easily just get rid of him. That's why, you know what I'm saying? That's why he's in the condition that he's in now. It ain't the raza that's not supporting him. It ain't that. The devil know that this Mexican or this Hispanic, he got brains. And he's trying to figure this stuff out. You know what I mean? That's why the white man got him in a chokehold right now.
Mm-hmm.
But he needs to get with us that can have his back.
All I gotta say, IR.
Bitch ass parasite.
Right.
You know what I mean? That play that for the Devils, man. Anytime Rich mentions the devil, we're gonna call him, you know what the brother called him. But yeah, Carnal, that's a gacho situation, man. And my thing is, damn, why are they trying to give him life? What the?
Right.
What did he do? What did he do? God damn!
I don't want what he's doing. What he's doing is he's waking up the sleeping giant.
Right, Carnal. I got you. Right.
He's waking up. He's waking up the people that makes this country run.
Con. I got you, Carnal. Right. But then, like, still, you know what I mean? Like, damn. Like that's right. I was gonna say that's how petty this oppressor is. That's how, you know, how do I say it? This is how prideful and arrogant and evil this oppressor is, that you would take this brother who was just trying to help his people, man, trying to stand up for his people, and try to lock him up and give him life. This is what he was doing, IR, that was so offensive to this oppressor. You know what he was doing, Carnal?
I know what he's doing.
But I'll tell you what he was doing. He was giving the raza self-esteem. And this oppressor cannot have that. He cannot have us having self-esteem in this kingdom.
That's right.
You know what I mean? That's the problem, man. Like, they hate us so much, and they're so afraid of losing power that any sign, they know us standing up, like you said, the sleeping giant, right? We wake up and we serve our God, they lose their place. They lose power. So any attempt to try for that to happen, they're going to do what they can to try and shut it down, Carnal. And that's why they lock this Carnal up, man. That's why they're trying to give him life, so that no one dares try and stand up for the raza. No one dares tries and give us self-esteem. You know? That's why, man, damn this oppressor, man.
That's right.
Bitch ass parasite.
Yeah, man. Like they how they say, como se dice, par ejemplo, they want to make an example. You know, don't want anyone else to stand up to them. And they always try to do that, you know, come extremely harsh on someone so no one else will follow them. But yeah, once again, that's a shout out to all y'all brothers in the truth, man, that make this thing go. Is y'all the most intelligent brothers on earth, man. I say it all the time. You know, somebody with a college degree, just because you have knowledge don't mean you have wisdom and understanding. You know what I mean? And
right, sir.
Understanding who your enemy is highly intelligent. And
most high Christ.
You always think about the U.S. military and stuff. When they come in the room at the stadium, people stand up, you know, and they crying and giving them a shout out. Like one day, that's how people are going to look at the brothers in the UPK. Man. They're going to realize, like, these are the real soldiers. These are the people that would do anything for their people.
Oh, do we lose our concert?
Salaki.
Salaki, if I could, sir, just real quick, because I see this cat, Josh Vanderwolf. The link's right there, man. If you want to come plead your case. But with that, sir, go ahead, Salaki.
Nah, that's it. I mean, it's saying like that. These are the real, y'all, the real heroes, man. And people are gonna start to figure it out more and more that the work that's being done is the wisest and most intelligent program, and it's of the Lord. And we're gonna see, like I said, we reach out to that brother, he'll realize, okay, I got the same spirit, and now I'm gonna use it in the most dangerous way to these people, and that's with the Lord. You know what I mean?
Okay. Salaki, after coming out, anything you wanted to say, sir?
Yes, sir.
What is he on the call?
He said, y'all are cold. Y'all not waking up nobody.
Waking up somebody. Because I'm gonna segue into our next story. Then so like I said, right, this oppressor doesn't want us to have self-esteem, and this is why. This is what results from that, right? This is what results from having low self-esteem. Look at this situation right here.
You the N-word. Whose child is this?
We're at some library.
Oh, she's calling the cops too. Good luck. Good luck. He just called her the N-word. With the hard R.
It's two white kids on a bike.
Yup.
Trying to block our car in and not letting us out with Trump hats on.
Harassing.
I'm an African American. Look at this stuff. I got a concealed carry, and I will use it. Absolutely.
Your children are out of control, MAGA. This is what they do. He dropped the R. He dropped the hard R. That's your kid, MAGA. That's your kid.
I'm a 49-year-old and he's 13. He looks more than 13. Okay?
Who does she work for? Talking about illegals. Wow, he just called you the N-word. Whose child is this?
Oh my gosh. We're at some library.
Oh, she's calling the cops too. Good luck. Good luck. He just called her the N-word. With the hard R.
It's two white kids. It's two white.
Salaki. So if I could, right? So this situation, right, is showing two little Edomite kids berating two people in the parking lot. And as you see, right, and this should be an eye-opener for this user right here, Josh Vanderwolf, right? As you see, they're disrespecting Black people and so-called Hispanics, because who do you think they're directing the no immigrants in my yard to? Who do you think they're directing, calling them the N-word too, right? With the hard R, right? For YouTube's sake. At both of us. So you can claim that, Mexicans are this and that, and we're not the same, and we're really, when this oppressor sees us both the same. You understand? This oppressor has hatred for, and it's embedded in their children. And you know what these children have? They have self-esteem because they think themselves above us. To have the audacity and the gall to go and speak to Black and Hispanic adults like that, who are doing nothing to you, but just happen to be in the same space you are, and to go berate them as a child speaks volumes about, right, who they are. Salakia.
Coming down, you got something? But
yeah, Khan, the Bible says they go estranged from the womb. Every time I see a damn little devil baby at my slavery, and he looks at me, I know he's calling me a damn wetback or a damn hard ER. I could see it in his eyes because from birth, these children go astray, and the Lord already made them crooked, so nobody can straighten them out. You understand? And that's one thing that Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, you have to have discernment. You're gonna have to realize and look around. It's all on the social media. It's everywhere. It's coming out of the walls. The hatred that they have for Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. And you have to realize that now it is the time to unite with Blacks and Hispanics. Black and brown, unite or die.
That's
right now, more than ever, you're gonna have to have the discernment, meaning that you're gonna have to recognize that everything that the oppressor, the propaganda, you understand, everything that the oppressor does is to keep us divided. And that is when Blacks and Hispanics must unite more than ever. You understand? And they have people like you have that bastard, my from Fool's community or Fool's.
Oh, we should talk about that too, Salakia.
Right,
Yeah, I know
because
what you're talking.
that's the one thing. This is a damn devil who's perpetrating to be a Hispanic. He covers his face because he's a goddamn devil, and he's being funded by his people, the Jewish small hat bastard, to create propaganda and create contention between Blacks and browns. You understand? And we have to realize, and you can't do it without understanding the times, meaning having discernment of the times. When the oppressor puts that pressure on Blacks and Hispanic neighborhoods, communities, that's when you have to say, whoa, you know what? Right now is the time to unite with my people, Blacks. There is no difference between Blacks and Hispanics. There is no difference between Native Americans and Hispanics and Blacks. You understand? We have to come together, but you're not going to do it trying to hold hand in hand with the damn oppressor. The Lord is still going to punish them, because that's what the Bible says. The Bible says that the wicked shall not go unpunished, no matter how you want to hold on to his hand. The Lord is going to punish them. But this is the thing: once the Lord punishes them, and you're holding on to their hand, there's a judgment coming for you as well. Understand that.
No, Most High Christ, man. But what the brother is bringing out so heavy, that's the exact precept, man. The wicked go estranged from the womb.
Right.
We have been told that it's just the old people. Once these boomers die out, then the new generation will come and change. No, they're not going to change. They have a perpetual hatred thing. It's been going on for thousands of years, and it don't. You know, I always think about Dylan Roof. You know how old he was when he went into that church? 19 years old.
He was a kid.
He was a kid, man.
Right.
So, you know, like I said, these are people born, that little kid probably was born, 2016? And he hates Blacks and Hispanics.
Right. Damn,
you know
man.
He just got here, and he hates it. You know what I mean? But he has the spirit of his forefathers. He was back then 1,000 years ago, you know, doing the same stuff that he's back here doing now. And it seems like with kids like that, he has to, that's getting passed down. You know what I mean? And they're teaching them early on. So we got to do the same thing. We got to raise up our children to let them know who their enemy is and to never trust them. Yeah.
Oh, God. So, like, I want to bring this scripture out real quick, just seeing as these little devil kids were doing that, right? This is Isaiah 14 and what is it? Oh, Isaiah 14:21.
And before you read that one, if I say something real quick, I was thinking something the other day. I saw some interview, right, and somebody was asking them, like, hey, what do you think we should do with Edomites, or should they pay back or have to deal with, doing the same stuff that we went through? And there was a young brother, a Judite brother, he answered, he was like, I don't think they should go through the same stuff that we went to. That wouldn't be justice. We just have to educate them. We have to educate Edomites and teach them, and then they'll learn and become better. And I'm like, no one else would like logically say that. Like if there was a woman that had been abused and assaulted, no one would say it's her job to educate the person that assaulted her. You know how crazy that sounds? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
The children, yeah, go ahead.
So I would say this to him.
Fuck your mindset. You ain't a real G, homie.
Exactly. You know what I mean? You are trying to educate the people that are destroying your people, man. That doesn't make any sense, man. I need to be the children of a slave. Go and educate the children of the slave master how to treat me like a human being. And that's the fault. That's the thing that we miss. We think they don't know what they're doing, and they're ignorant when they are doing this with a strategy and a plan. It's not ignorant. You know what I mean? It's like it.
Khan. I don't. It's like any other brother wanted to touch more on this. Now we're going to the last part. No sweat.
You did have a precept too. I didn't want to.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the precept, man. I'm gonna read this for the little devil kids, man. This is what the Bible says. This is Isaiah 14:21. Prepare slaughter for his children, for the iniquity of their fathers.
Right.
That they do not rise, nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities, man. So yeah, let them little Edomite kids, talk their smack and be all prideful, man, because they're about to be in for a rude awakening, man. They're about to be in for a rude awakening, and they're about to suffer for what their fathers did. These are the same. If I could, Option Kamanah and Option Kasar, these are the same people that when they grow up, they're the ones that say, "Oh, my, I didn't own any slaves. Oh, I didn't take your land," right? They're the ones that say that. Well, y'all gonna pay. And y'all gonna pay for what your forefathers did. And now, best believe the angels saw what y'all did on that parking in that library parking lot, berating that black woman. And best believe that's taken into account. And the Lord is gonna hold you accountable for that.
That's right.
And there's no chance of salvation for any of you Edomites, right? That's the thing. And I know that stings y'all and y'all lose sleep at night over it. But just know that God hates you, man. And the other sad part, if I could, sir, is that when the sister was told that and called that, right? And I heard Joe Muhammad bring this out, right? And I believe it also was Joe Muhammad and Captain Tazariak, that we're so beaten down and what is it, traumatized, that we don't even know how to react when we get called racial slurs by this oppressor. A lot of times we get angry and want to harm them, but the school's teaching us to give the best response. And that's that when this oppressor calls you a racial slur, call them a white tea devil and tell them that God hates them.
Mm-hmm. Tell that little boy, I know you're angry because your father's abusing you. You know what I'm saying? Because your uncle touched you. You want to take it out on this black woman and this Latino person on your yard, but you need to take that anger to your father, not us.
Right. What is it?
Abusing him and raping him. Shit.
Yeah. Okay. Right. I was trying to be. I didn't want to. That's what I wanted to say. That's what I wanted to say.
Assaulting them. Assaulting them. Right. Khan. You say you want to get to,
and if I could, I remember I was watching this one movie. It was these Issacharites, right? And then I think it's like Pancho Villa or something. But he's telling these two boys, he said, run from here to there, and whoever is the fastest, right? Because they had messengers. So whoever was the fastest was going to become the messenger, and whoever was the slowest, They just unalive them, right? We're not gonna do that though. But I'm gonna remember this damn little devil. Have him race with another devil. Whichever one is the fastest is gonna have to go and give me word on the other plantation and bring it back to me. And whoever's the slowest is just gonna get the lashes. You understand? You're gonna get the lashes, man. That is justice. The Bible says pay them twofold. What does it say? Double to her.
Yeah.
Pay double.
I don't live to live, homie.
God. Go ahead, Malakma.
This is the next story. I don't know if this is the exact video, but this is what they said about that cat from Fools Gone Wild.
Oh, that bastard.
This is what you wanted to touch on, right?
Not Bozo. It was that dude, Little E.
Yeah, no, Khan.
Oh, that's
so,
okay. Go ahead. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, Salaka. Go ahead. Yeah.
Down there, you feel me? And a bunch of people in the comments even say, "Hey, man, that was him. I had him in physics class, or not physics, like some math class or something. He's definitely Mexican." And everybody I talk to, like LA Icon and all them fools that love Fools Gone Wild, say that Vato's cool and he really is Mexican. Hey, it is what it is, dog. Shout out to him. He was a rapper down in Calexico or something down there. You feel me? And a bunch of people in the comments even say, "Hey, man, that was him. I had him in physics class, or not physics, like some math class or something. He's definitely Mexican." And everybody I talk to, like LA Icon and all them fools that love Fools Gone Wild, say that Vato's cool and he really is Mexican. Hey, it is what it is, dog.
So that's what they're saying right there. He's really Mexican. He's really Mexican and he's really raza. But other people are claiming he's not Mexican. Khan. So that's the thing, right? Like, what is he? Is he raza or is he not raza, right? We do know that he's making a lot of money with his Fools Gone Wild page, right? And that he made a lot of money clowning the raza.
Right.
So, I mean, shit. Let me find a video where they're calling him out. Right? Like, and why they're saying he's Jewish. Let's see. Let's see what the internet has to say, right? It's also, I guess, controversy with him because he he was walking with some politician. I don't know what the issue was with the politician, but that people are not, we're too happy with that or something like that. It's Tom Steyer, I think is the politician's name.
Yeah, something Steyer.
So I don't know what the controversy is with him, But yeah, let me see. Here's this right here. They're calling him a sellout right here.
Yeah, I always heard his songs, man. He talking about the higher the socks, the downer the fool.
That's him right here.
Yeah.
He's the Edomite. That's basically like blackface.
$1,000 to do that with Tom Steyer and their production company, Playhouse Media. We're pretty sure got paid $100,000 to push those out to all of those meme accounts. None of those were disclosed that they were paid for by Tom Steyer, right? These are political ads that are undisclosed.
This is specifically targeting young Latino men, which is a demographic that Tom Steyer wasn't polling very well in, right? And so this is why he partnered with Fools Gone Wild in order to make content and push a paid advertisement. Guys, I keep exposing this billionaire's corruption and they keep admitting it.
We have Fools Gone Wild. This is one that I caught onto and then they admitted.
So that's...
Go
ahead, sir.
I remember you sent me a video where it exposes this devil.
Yeah, I'm trying to find it.
You're trying to find it? Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I was gonna say, because if we're gonna talk about cosplaying, this is a damn devil that cosplays because he knows that our culture, just like in Japan, our culture was stolen, right? What they call it, culture vultures.
Right.
You know, you have culture vultures deep in Japan, and the other side somewhere, you know, in a island, you know, Japanese mongoloids, you know, with lowriders and tattoos, and you know, dickies and long socks, you know, what else? The longer the sock, the higher the socks, the downer the food.
Downer the food.
These damn mongoloids want to be down as Mexicans. I've seen some of them have TikToks where they cut hair, and their whole routine is like a Mexican ironing,
Right.
you know, putting starch on the pants, ironing the pants, the shirt, you know, putting the damn thing on the hair. I forgot what's it called in the English, but in the Spanish it's called a maya, right? They put a maya to keep their hair slick back. But you know, you have the oppressor, and you've seen it in American Me and Blood and Blood Out, right? That's how you have these damn devils having politics in the prison system, right? Because they join a Sureño neighborhood, and they become like a man-made, you know, they become made, Salakia, they become made, and then now they're running the yard and what have you. You know, I spoke to my uncle. My uncle comes from that lifestyle, and he told me he never got down with those politics because he knew that those politics were off. They were not from the hood. Those politics were, you know, and I showed him the truth. And then once he told me, hey, nephew, now that I know, he told me those politics are of the oppressor. Those politics are not, you know, brown side politics. And that's the reason why you have browns politicking with the oppressor in prison, going against their brothers, because an oppressor joined a neighborhood and they went black to their polar bear brothers and played both sides.
Exactly.
You understand? That's what happened.
That's
what the brother said. He's studying the game and trying to resell it to use us. Right. That's exactly what it is. You know, and they have events. They have the lowrider event. They have the lowrider bike events. They have the what's that one magazine? Something Arte, Chicano Arte.
Oh yeah, Chicano Arte. Yeah,
Chicano Arte. Because why? Everything that we do just blows up. You know, and the same thing that is black culture as well. The lowriders, the dickies, the you know, it's the same. Black and brown is the same culture. We possess the same spirit. That you know, there is no difference. Again, there's no difference between blacks and Hispanics. You understand? The reason why we jam those oldies, you know, is because our so-called Negro brothers, you know, they made some bangers. Oldies, you know, and we throw them on. You know, we like the cruise.
Letting me in.
Oh yeah, man. Go ahead.
If I may, what you saying is so heavy too, Commandant. Like, man, you know, it's I think Nipsey Hussle, he was talking about how, like, as far as gangbanging is concerned, you will go across town and you're not looking for somebody that's an Edomite. You're not looking for somebody that's a Moabite. You're looking for somebody that looks just like you, that dress like you, walk like you, talk like you. And like when you're in close proximity, you fight those closest to you. You know, that's why a lot of families, you cut off your cousin here because y'all close at one point in time. You can't hate your cousin from across the country because you don't talk to them. You know what I'm saying? You're fighting with your mother, your father, your sister, the ones that you live close with. and they're the ones that's the most similar to you. And it's very ironic for SoCal, like you said, the politics of black and brown, that I say this all the time. LA Judites are the most Mexican Judites in America. You know what I'm saying? The way they dress, the way they talk, from the socks, like you said, the shirt, the lowriders, Lokes, they wearing Lokes, Enemigos, everything that LA Judite is from the outside is very it's just like Latino culture, you know what I'm saying? But
right.
If there's any conflicts, it's because the similarities. It's just like one cat that's a blood doesn't like the Crips from the other side of town. They basically the same person, but they just, you know what I mean? So that's something that once we figure that out, that Edomite that caused that division, man, that would be a glorious thing in Southern California, because of the culture is so intertwined. You know what I mean?
Right, sir. If I could, right, it's crazy because you can look at history of street gangs out here, right, and one of the most known gangs, right, is Grape Street. In Grape Street, right, you see like old pictures of them. They were calling themselves Watts Barrio Grape, and that was both, you know, Judites and Issacharites together, right? I mean, if I'm wrong, yeah, somebody could correct me, but from what I heard, it was originally Watts Barrio Grape, and then when that whole, you know, thing kicked out, that's when they split up and became the Crips, and then, you know, there was Southside Grape Street, but you know, they were one, you know, and there's actually it's heavy you mentioned that, sir, because look at this video I came across also online. Look at this video right here. Let me play it. As a matter of fact, that's heavy you mentioned that. Where is, let me find it. I think I uploaded it right here. I should have.
And so like my also, if you could find me the scripture where it talks about the spirit of the Most High God, where it talks about his throne, how is thunder and lightning, and he has the oh man, I think what's it called? I forgot what's it called. They're saying holy, holy, holy.
Okay.
You know what
Revelation.
Damn, where's
it's
that?
Revelations.
Oh, dang, man. Salakia.
Revelations 4 and 8. But yeah, I mean, like I always say, like that's how I look, because I'm from Northern California. We don't have like Crips and Bloods, and from an outsider looking in, it's like this person that's Pyru hates this person that's whatever 60s, but y'all are like the same to me. You know what I mean? Okay, you Crip walk, you Blood walk, you have it on the left side, you have it on the right side, but y'all talk the same. Y'all are brothers. You know what I mean? But y'all hate each other. I think it's the same way with black and brown. In those situations, it's like if you take away this politics, y'all are the same. You know what I'm saying? You've already united in the culture, so why not really be united, man?
Right, sir. So like I'm trying to find one thing, right? That video, it was circulating online. See if I can find it, man.
Where the gang members said they admitted that they got. Is that one?
Oh, I think it's this one right here. Oh, right here. Let me upload it real quick. So like, there was one story I wanted to talk about, man. I forgot to. If not, we'll get it on the next show. But I know you saw that about the alien, right? The alien website or something like that. Not to sidebar too much. All right, this is the video right here. There it is, right here. Right, that's why I had mentioned it.
No, my hood message. It's a Mexican right here. My hood Mexicans, man, we love our Mexican people over here, man. Like our Mexicans beef with people. You feel me? But we love ours though. This shit, they family. Whether they represent the same shit we represent or not, they family. A nigga here to provide and to be for them on good. Like, feel me? Outside of my family, when I walk out my door, my neighbor right there, if my neighbor need help with bags or anything, I'm gonna help my neighbor. That's just what it is. Like, I don't know if everybody like that, but I'm like that. I try to push that amongst the younger people. I try to get everybody on that type of timing.
Do you guys beef with any Mexican hoods?
Hell no. It's my hood Mexican. There's a Mexican right here. My hood Mexicans, man, we love our Mexican people over here, man. Like, our Mexicans beef with people. You feel me? But we love ours though. This shit, they family. Whether they represent the same shit we represent or not, they family. A nigga here to provide and to be for them on good. Like, feel me? Outside of my family, when I walk out my door, my neighbor right there, if my neighbor need help with bags or anything, I'm gonna help my neighbor. That's just what it is. Like,
so that was a video, right? Like the brother showing love to Mexicans. But I mean, you look at old photos. If I could find them, you see them together. You know. So it just comes to show you, how close, Black and Brown are, And then I got this video right. Go ahead, sir.
The one thing I would say we definitely got to watch out for nowadays, man. Online, it's a lot of voices coming out trying to push more division as we are trying to come together. And I'm gonna say we got to check these as far as on the Judite side. Brothers got to check these Judites that are pushing this narrative, man, because we making a lot of grounds, but they're coming out with this FBA nonsense.
Right.
You know what I mean? Trying to divide the tribes, and it's very strategic. I know it's not just them saying it, that this is a government situation, man. They're getting paid to say this stuff. Just like they paid this fool $50,000 to say something. They're paying these cats to say this, man. I know it.
Right.
So like, sir, just like I believe Josh Vanderwolf is probably some CIA psyops.
Right.
You know what I mean? He for all I know, he might just be a white man behind the computer screen trying to push and pit Black and Brown against one another just the whole time, to have all that energy and time to comment, But it's crazy because I said you say that. Yeah, go ahead, sir.
He's been abused too, I'm sure. Huh?
Right. And
no doubt.
Right.
Who touched you, Josh?
Yeah, right. So like I was gonna say, sir, like it's heavy said because you're seeing that a lot online. You're seeing that big divide being pushed, right, from the FBA movement, from also on our side, right, with the Mexicans. We on the last episode we had brought out about this one cholo that was going around making a joke about adopting a Black child, right, and calling him a slave, and it's like with everything going on, and you're seeing everything going on in today's time, you're gonna go make that joke, and I wonder, right? I wonder if that's just really a CIA agent purposely pushing that, You always have people randomly, and I've seen this from my community, coming out and talking about, oh, why should we stand with Black people? We stood for them at the at the Black Lives Matter marches for George Floyd, blah 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 blah. And then I'm seeing the same type of comment, but opposite when I go on the FBA posts.
Right.
They'll say, where the Mexicans at? They didn't stand with us during the Black Lives Matter marches for George. It's like, what's going on here? So that leads me to believe that this has to be some CIA psyops where they're getting agents or hiring people to push this content out. Because this spills out into the streets. It spills out, it spills out into the streets and then another thing, right? And I noticed that people always bring out the gang politics, right? And how Black and Brown beef it. They always run to what goes on with the gangs out here in LA. And, there's something heavy that it always takes me back to what Jeremiah Hyman said, where he said, his exact words were like, God damn, y'all let prison control your life. And, and that's what I mean. That for people out there listening, y'all have to understand that gang politics and prison politics do not equate to ethnicities. Even that whole thing with I'm sure all of y'all saw the situation with Whack 100 and Moose Man, right? and how Whack 100s is exact words where, you know, I don't fuck with Mexicans like that. Like he has to push that out, like, you know, pushing gang politics into the whole thing on a white podcast, you know,
Right.
like that's how much prison controls our lives, man, because it's the same thing with you know, you see these veteranos talk about how they're not black. They're against things that are black. Like, it's like that whole mentality is pushed on us as a people, man. You know, and that's why we're here to free people of that belief system, man. You
Right.
know, like I made this question and I said it, you know, and that was the last episode before, like, if gang politics and prison politics, you know, if so-called blacks and Hispanics never adopted that ideology and that lifestyle, would there really be a black versus brown beef out here? You know, and no one's answered yet, but that's my question continues, man. Would it really be a black versus brown beef if there was a gang and prison culture out here in California? My assumption is no, right? Because it always goes back to gang culture.
And it, like you said, comes full circle. That one devil really kept this thing alive and sparked this off and put it in this direction. And that's even for California, the stigma of it. It's not it's like you said, there's in Northern California, brothers program, workout, maquina with the Norteños, you know what I'm saying? The Judite brothers roll. So, and then Texas, I hear the relations are better between black and brown folks in Texas. So this narrative is trying to be pushed across the whole nation when it's just prison politics in one area and it's just gang banging and it's not, you know, the whole group. And it's making more noise than reality, you know what I mean? You can get caught up with that stuff online as well. Like, oh, all these women are like this because online you go outside and see, oh, there's just regular hardworking sisters all the time, bro. And people can judge a group based on a few people.
Right. And, you know, and to address what Magic Martinez said, right, this young man, Victor A. Shalanka, he said, I think it still exists because even out of gangs, we still have people who aren't in gangs hate each other. Right. And of course, right, let me add another one in the American culture, right?
Mm-hmm.
If we stopped adopting American culture, would that hatred still exist? Because, you know, we're taught to be crabs in a barrel. We're taught to be fighting each other for, you know, for crumbs at the table, man. That's another one, right? That the arguments I hear, like, oh, well, Mexicans are taking our jobs. Mexicans are getting all the welfare benefits, right? And then Mexicans say the same thing, right? Vice versa, right? They're taking black people are taking the welfare, blah, blah, blah. They're, you know, like, we work harder than them. It's all like they're fighting for the love of this oppressor, man.
Right.
You know? You're fighting for a white man to love you. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, no, not to finish. Go ahead, finish. I'll cut you off. But with the hatred, like the brother was saying, I guess Magic Martinez, I would ask him, what about the hatred that's internal? I think that's bigger than between black and brown folks. I was talking to Matham the other day, and he was saying, like, he grew up and I guess maybe some Judites tried to take his bike or something like that. And so like his family was trying to say, you know, they steal and they do that. He's like, that's crazy because he's like, Mexicans steal too. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Steal too. You know, he's like, I know a lot of people that was doing this and doing that. And then I was saying, like, from my perspective, I grew up in a city called Richmond. It's a little bit smaller. It's a mainly Judite city, right? But it's 15 minutes from Oakland. And so certain times people from Oakland would try to steal. And we're like, oh, okay, Oakland cats will try to rob you and steal, right? But I'm like, man, when I was a little kid, somebody from Richmond tried to take my bike when I'm 7, 8 years old, and he's from my city, But I never looked at it like people from Richmond still, because my mind is in opposition to people from Oakland. So it's the same thing. It's like you will be blind to the internal things that are happening and look at someone from the outside and say, okay, they're the ones that are doing this. They're the ones that are doing that. But in reality, more Mexicans kill more Mexicans than any other Judite group. You know what I'm saying? More black people kill more black people than any outside group. So any petty hatred that's outside of gangbanging, we have the same thing internally too. That's just tribal warfare. Black people hate black people. And
Mexicans hate Mexicans.
You know what I'm saying?
You know? Yeah, Kawakan. It's crazy, sir, because you know, just to you know, add to what you brought out. I hear that like when I have to battle, you know, FBA cats, they'll say, well, they'll bring up a story of what a Mexican gang did, right, to a black family, and it's like that is like what you just brought out. One does something to the other. Now it's F all of them, you know. so that's the mentality. That's what. But here's the heavy part, man. Both blacks and Mexicans, y'all will hate each other for that, right? Meanwhile, y'all scared to hate the so-called white man for what all the evil they've done.
Right.
I even heard the stupidest thing I've ever heard is to say black people are more racist than white people, and to say Mexicans are more racist than white people. Like that, it has to be the stupidest thing ever said. You know? Because ask yourself something here, man. Like, y'all say that forgetting who pushed redlining, forgetting who stole the land, forgetting who pushed immigration policies, who pushed Jim Crow laws. You're forgetting whose last name you carry. But your brother next to you that you grew up with is you know, the one that's more racist. That has to be a CIA psyop. So like, yeah.
Real.
Come on.
If I could, you know, I wanted to say this, that, you know, our spirit always gets criminalized, right? And they try to say that our culture is evil. And yes, it is evil if it's done on the left-hand side. But blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, we possess the spirit of the Most High God. And that's one thing that I wanted to touch on, since we touching about our black and brown culture. If you could get Revelations 4 and start at verse 5. And I wanted to show something. When I first heard this breakdown, I was like, it was so amazing because it explained the hood, the barrios, right? You know, the ghetto. It explained it like this is the black and brown spirit, and it comes from the Most High God. You understand? If you could read that, Malagma.
This is a book
of
Revelation.
The spirit that they try to criminalize. Wow, they culture vulture this right. Go ahead, Malagma.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 4, verse 5. And out of the throne proceeded lightnings and thunderings and voices.
Now, this is what blacks and Hispanics must understand, that the Most High God, his throne is power. You understand? It has thunder and lightning and voices. What does that sound like to you when you are cruising down the block, whether if you are on a thumper, whether you are on a lowrider, you're on a mamalona? What do you have? You have the 6x9s, you have 12s in the back, you have tweeters. That is the spirit of the Most High God's throne. He has thunder and lightning and voices.
Oh, look at it closely. Look at it closely.
That's a whole sound system. Blacks, Hispanics, and Americans, we move like that because that is the spirit of the Most High God.
Right.
And they criminalize. They profile us when we on our blocks, on our communities, just cruising, minding our own business, just listening to our jams.
It's my fault,
whether it be jazz, whether it be oldies, whether it be rap, R&B, they're still gonna criminalize us. They're still gonna profile us. Go ahead, Malakma.
And there were 7 lamps of fire burning before the throne, which are the 7 spirits of God.
Right, that's another thing that blacks and Hispanics like to do with the vehicles. They like to light it up. They light it up. They put all these LEDs and all these lights. Go ahead, Malakma.
And before the throne there was a sea of glass like unto crystal. And in the midst of the throne and round about the throne were 4 beasts.
Drop down one.
So like, say again,
there
sir.
You go. What is that? What do blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans love to have? Do you know, Malakma? If you right?
So like, you wanted me to
that is
talk about
pit bulls. You understand? Like the Most High God has beasts. Blacks and Hispanics, we tame beasts. That is the spirit of the Most High God right there. But the oppressor, he criminalizes that spirit. He will see a black and Hispanic walking his dog, and they'll come up with any cause to profile him and commit police brutality against a brother. You understand? That is the spirit of the Most High God right there, man. That is culture. You have devils out here talking about, you know, and we're cult leaders, meaning that we are leaders of our culture. Our culture comes from the Most High God. We possess the spirit of the Most High God, and the oppressor tries to criminalize that spirit. You hear me? Because he sees black and Hispanics in their glory, meaning in their power, because the Most High God's throne possesses power. And when blacks and Hispanics move under the spirit of the Most High God, it's too much power.
Right.
They want to contain it. And how do they contain it? By putting a damn knee on your neck, a boot, or just unaliving you. You hear me? They hate to see black and Hispanics ignorant, because the Most High God, so like, I'm not going to say he's ignorant. He's not. But he has the thunder, the lightning, the voices, the lights. He has the beast. Black and Hispanics are the only people on earth that possess that power, whether it be lowriders, thumpers, whether it be mamalonas. There is no difference between black and Hispanics. You hear me?
That's right.
That's what I wanted to say on that.
Right. Okay. You know.
So like, if I may, I'm gonna head out right now. But I just wanted to salute y'all brothers, you know, before I head out, man. Thanks to Water for having me. I appreciate
Water
it.
for joining us, sir. Appreciate
Water
you
for
being
joining
out
us,
here
sir.
with us, man. Yeah. Anytime, I don't want you always more than welcome to join us.
Most High in Christ. Yeah, excellent show, Agim.
Christ, I don't want.
Keep it going, man. I learned a lot too. And I never heard that breakdown like that coming down. I'm using that, man. That's fire.
Most High Christ, sir. Yeah, I learned it from the man above, sir.
Well, say it again, fool.
Most High Christ, man. All right.
Been all right, sir.
All right, I don't want. Shalom, sir. Salak, y'all should come down. Do you want me to keep reading?
Nah, that was it on that, Karnan. I just wanted to show culture, black and brown culture in the Bible. You understand? And it was given by the Most High God because he possesses the same culture. You understand?
Okay. Salak, did you want to play this video still?
Well, yeah, whatever you got, Karnan.
All right, let's play this real quick. It's 4 minutes.
Back to the channel, man. You guys know we got another real life reaction for you guys today, man. Today's reaction, man, is coming out another Southern California, homie. Fools Gone Wild. Yes, we're gonna talk about Fools Gone Wild, and today we're gonna unmask the individual, right? I mean, he's already been unmasked multiple times. But in my last video, people had a little doubt that might not be him, right? So today, we're going to bring it to you, homie. A video that I came across is golden, right? Now, there's nothing wrong with trying to support the Mexican community. Ain't nothing wrong with that, dog. But what is wrong, homie, is that when you weaponize, our struggles against us, that's when people start to feel some kind of way, homie. At the end of the day,
Right.
comedy's comedy. I get it, right? But at what point, homie, does it start to become disrespect, right? So today, homie, we're gonna take a little look at Mr. E from Fools Gone Wild. Now, you can't say it's not him because the voice never lies, right? Now, I thought Mr. Little E was this hood homie, underneath the mask, tatted up like an essay homie, right? Man, was I shocked when you see this video. But don't forget, man, to turn on the notification bell. Hit the like button. Hit the dislike button if you don't like the video. Hit the hype button. It's a good way to support the channel. And it's free, homies. Ain't nothing better than free, right? With that being established, shouts out to my members on the channel. You guys are highly, highly appreciated, right? So in my last video, Bozo basically goes off on all the bloggers that claim to be for the people. Now, I say that I'm for the people, right? But I'm for the people as in I'll bring you on, I'll interview you, I'll promote your music on all my platforms. I'll push you out there, I'll help you get seen. That's what I'm here for. I'm not here to be this select politicking or this big homie online or throwing up certain signs or certain colors or I don't do all that because all that right there, homie, has to be answered for one day. One day someone's going to checkmate you and you are going to have to respond for those actions. So that's kind of why I stay away from all that kind of activity. But don't get me wrong, homie, I am heavily involved with the homies supporting. We are doing multiple shows, multiple projects. We got a studio up and coming. We got a lot of things going on, right? So one thing I don't try to do is smut up the homies. So when I see somebody coming along, like Fools Gone Wild, which I kind of stopped following a long time ago because, like I said, homie, they're weaponizing our struggles against us. And that right there is highly disrespectful. So who is little Mr. E, right? We all know that Mr. E's headquarters is based in Beverly Hills. That should tell you right there. Beverly Hills.
Beverly
Not
Hills,
Skid
huh?
Row, not downtown Los Angeles, not Riverside County, not San Diego County, not Santa Barbara County, not Ventura County.
So like, sir, he said his home is based in Beverly Hills. I got a question, right? What kind of people live in Beverly Hills?
Devils.
Yeah, but what kind of devils?
What you gonna say? Sophisticated or what?
Amalek, right? That's a lot of small hats live right there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man. So that's a that's an eye opener.
County, Beverly Hills, Los Angeles County, Beverly Hills, Rodeo Drive. Beautiful, beautiful safe. No, not safe, but high class area. So with that being established, homie, let's watch this video and I want to hear what you guys got to say after the video. Hit a like, hit a hype, hit a comment, and I'm out.
What's the beatbox, homie? Right here.
Fucking names, chilling right here with fucking Lady Chaos, homie. Take yourself. Bitch ass.
What's up, martial arts right here in the big kitchen. Catch me out.
That's his mom's.
Myself right here, homie. What's the beatbox, homie? Right here.
So that was it, man.
Yeah.
Was the name Steven A. Martinez? Is that what it said? Or was that the user? And then I don't know, you saw the hat the other cat was wearing where it looked like Assyrian writing on it. Did you see that?
No, it's like I missed it.
Let me go.
Just play that part though.
Yeah, I'm not playing that whole thing again. Just let me show that.
Yeah, Khan, he's considered a small hat.
That's
no
that's
different from
right here. Look.
No different from Scared to Go Live, Josh.
See that right here. See that? I can't tell. That kind of looks like Assyrian writing, but I could be wrong. Oh, it's like, damn, I hate when it does this. You see that?
Hold on. You gotta add it to the stage, Carnal.
Yeah, I did. I just added it. You see it?
Oh, okay.
See that right there?
You said we're on his hat?
Yeah, what is that on the hat? Is that Assyrian writing?
It looks like it says Shallah.
So that's Assyrian writing.
It is.
Good night.
I know that's Allah Naya. Allah Ayah 1.
You know what I think it could be? It could be that this cat.
You know what? I think it said Shalom.
Oh, damn. Hold on.
Jar, homie. Fuck jar, homie.
You bitches, oh, bitch.
God.
You know that's crazy, right? But
I can't. I would have to look this up closer, but
you gotta hold on. You gotta hold on. Where is it?
Oh, look at it closely.
What's crazy is that it could be two things, right? Either his dad is Jewish and his mom is Mexican, or it could be that his mom is Jewish and his dad is Mexican, right? One of the two. That's probably more than likely what it is he's, for lack of a better term, he's half Jewish, half Mexican. Judging by the fact that he lives in Beverly Hills and he's kicking it with a cat that has a hat that looks like it's Assyrian, and he keeps getting accused of being Jewish. So obviously, we know there's no such thing as mix, but for conversation's sake, for argument's sake, he's probably what the world will ignorantly call mix. That's probably what it is, right? And he capitalized off, clowning raza with the whole, clowning the Chicano style, clowning the Cholo culture, clowning when raza gets into fights and acts, quote unquote, like they act all hood with it and whatnot, like he clowns us for that way with the tortas and the fools and the Edgars and all that. And he's made a lot of money off it. So I wouldn't put it past that. He probably is, a small hat, really. That his mom is Mexican and his dad is a small hat, for all we know,
Hey, wait a minute. If this devil, he's saying if you see me in real, hit the link. Hit the link and we'll see you in real. And let's see what kind of powers you possess. Mute button, Josh. Mute button.
He said, well, hold on. So like I said, he said, y'all live in a fantasy. We live in a fantasy. You just literally said you have powers. Come on now.
He has powers, but does not utilize his powers to hit the link. Use your powers to hit the link, Josh.
Right. Right.
Backseat Josh.
Backseat Josh. Like that. That's hilarious, sir. But yeah, so that's what I put what I would assume it is with this cat. But yeah, because a lot of people saying he's Rasa, a lot of people saying he's Jewish. So dang, that's why they call him Little Mystery. But based on his actions, he's doing, you know, the raza dirty, man. You know. But yeah, Khan.
Based on his action, he's doing the oppressor activities.
Right.
You understand?
You know? Yeah, Khan. But still, like I said, I know we've been on here for 2 hours and 26 minutes.
Yeah, Khan.
I know, you know. So I know if there's anything else you want to talk about or cover?
Nah, carnal. I think we to wild.
Khan, sir, no problem. All right, well, I know we're at the top of the hour, went a little bit over, you know. Shout out Officer Kasar Pakad, shout out to Kanal Ayar, shout out Officer Lahab, you know, for tuning in with us. Officer Matabar, you know, shout out young man Victor, young man Jesse. We had Halak up in here. We had you know, the sister.
We also had silent Mike Josh. You know, you have silent Bob. This is silent Mike Josh, man. But
fuck y'all, homie.
Go ahead. We had Halak. We had the brother Victor. We had the brother Jesse, young man Jesse.
Yeah.
You understand? Shout out to you, brother, man, for
tuning in with us,
staying and locked and loaded with us, man.
Yeah, man, real shit. I appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate everyone for tuning in, man. Like, share, and subscribe. Just a heads up, in the next couple of weeks, we're gonna have our set date and time. Finally have the set date and time for the Inconvenient Truth. And guess what, y'all? It's gonna be Wednesdays, like it originally was. Wednesday nights, man. A couple of weeks, man. We're gonna be going live. Stay tuned for the information. The time we start. Wednesdays, the Inconvenient Truth, man. Next week might be the last week where we do this random day. But after that, man, it should be, and we should be doing it live every Wednesday night, man. So shout out for those that have been tuning in with the show since it started, man. Shout out Officer Kazak Yad, who originally started that show, you know, and started this show, yeah, you know what I mean, and was always bringing out that history, you know. So we will continue to work. We will continue to bring out the history, the truth about the Raza, show the connection and the proof to how we are the Israelites of the Bible and how so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, we're brothers and sisters, and the Bible is our story. So stay tuned, man. Right. We'll be back at it again next week. With that, man, anything else? Anything you want to say, sir?
Nah, man, look, keep rocking with us. Like Malakma said, every Wednesday, we're going back to our original schedule. You understand? Just keep tuning in, keep supporting the channel, and stay locked in.
Con. And with that, I'm gonna close out with this.
I'll be back, homie. I'll be back all the time.
What's in Christ?
Yeah, man. I'm gonna be working.
Run that back, Carnal. Run that one back.
Come. Oh man, hold on. Where is it?
I'll be back, homie. I'll be back all the time.
Hey, shalom.
Hey, shalom, canales y mujeres. Yabashabakta. Yabashamalita Bashim Yabashai.
Jehová, tu Dios, te ha escogido para hacerle un pueblo especial. Jehová, tu Dios, te ha escogido para hacerle un pueblo especial. Un pueblo. No está hablando de los chinos, no está hablando de los árabes, no está hablando de los japoneses, de nosotros. Nosotros somos la gente más odiada en este mundo, más odiada. Y toda la gente de